Clean up on aisle 5. Another one of Astrabate's opponents has exploded. There's blood and feces in aisle 5. Can we get a mop here? Alright. What is up? You got some rest. Oversleeping. What is that? What's up? 7+5 challenges. It's Twitch. Alright. Alright, fast rapid on lichess.org. Clean up on aisle 5. A chess cleanup on aisle 5. What's up, Astrabate? You never know where I'm going to be popping up lately. Could be Twitch. It could be here. Next thing you know, I'll be streaming on YouTube. I'm going to fix the leg of my desk right now. Going under the table. It just doesn't matter. Wow. Well, that sucks. So it's just loose and it won't stay. Okay. Great. Great. Plumber butt. You saw my plumber butt? Oh my god. You saw my plumber butt. That's so embarrassing. Bikini stream. Thong. New thong. Can't believe you caught that. Wow. Clip that. Sludgy thong stream. Alright. Just have my good underwear on. Just ignore that, Astrabate. Of course. You're not like a streamer or something. I mean, you can do what you want, but if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. It's just, and you know, it's an automated thing. All right, leaning chess. Repunch. Clean up on aisle 5. It's Friday. It's Friday. Yeah, baby. Bring it on, bro. Voice activated. Knight F3, the Crusher. The most annoying move known to man. I played it a lot. I know how annoying it is. Believe me. Fred the Crusher. We're going to play F5. Weird Wednesday? No. It's rapid, but I'm just taking a more liberal approach to the openings. Oh, that makes sense. Right. Oh, okay. Okay. Got me. Come out with your hands up. You don't have all the tools. You know, you really shouldn't say that about yourself. He doesn't have quite all the tools in the shed, as they say. Oh, man. I'm like a hangover without a hangover. I feel like I have a hangover without having a hangover, which is great. The best part of having a hangover is not having a hangover. There's something magical about when you have a hangover. So having a hangover without like the headache and feeling shitty is really good. All right, G5. You're not supposed to do this as far as I know, Repunj. It's the Noah's Ark trap. The crocodile's jaw. No, the alligator. You fell into the jaws of the Indian alligator. But you guys, you know, I didn't realize I was winning a piece at first when I played G5. I just played it on positional principles. So there's a theoretical possibility of me winning this game. I don't like your chances against Shimon Williams here. Never played Rook G8 in the Sicilian. Next, clean up on IF5. Can we? We change. I like that stream title. I'm going to use that on a regular basis. Should spell like astrobate. The phonetic. Isle. Can you spell isle for me? What kind of isle is it? I'm still half asleep. Okay. Okay, I said. Then you get the taskbar in your way, which is really freaking annoying. Better looking and more interesting than Hikaru. Wow. Now you're gonna play positional chess with C4. Okay. Now we're playing positional chess. Check. All right, it's gotten a little weird here, but I'm fine. Just remain calm. Wow, you didn't play bishop h5 check. He didn't play bishop h5 check. What's wrong with like e5? Oh, you've got to check. Okay, yeah. No, g6 is weak. Oh, I get it. So that was well calculated, friend. Now b4. Now with more b4. Coming to your door with more b4. That's a free pawn. Another free pawn. So you're here to just play random moves against me, really? Queen a5. You got your life, and you got your whole life plus. Resign now and save time. He takes a2. It's kind of greedy, isn't it? Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen G. Oh no. Oh no. Another classical time control player. So all three players who are here are like addicted to playing bullet chess. Repunch and Astrobate as well, although he doesn't pay attention to the clock. So the only people who watch my stream and participate are people who are playing, the whole game in like 2 minutes. What's up with that? Learning chess, Repunj, Dairy Queen, and Acerbate. None of you take your time, yet you like watching my stream. It's weird. All right, F4. Where's Mr. Coffee? Fast Friday. It's a name. Don't read too much into it. It should be faster, but it's actually, even not even appropriate anymore. I didn't call it Fast Friday. It's clean up on aisle 5 now. I changed the name. Come on, man, give me a break. I just woke up. I play slow anyway, and the point is to like be slow. I don't want to say slow and instructive. Ugh. The point is to like take our time, and play chess properly. Not this rubbish that you're witnessing right now. He was a witness to rubbish. Do you like rubbishes? Rubbish sale. Is my queen trapped yet? Are we there yet, Donkey? Rook b8 was maybe better. Trap my queen with your dark squared bishop. Why don't you try that? I guess my question is why are there no followers who like to play and take their time and use their time? It's funny. Ironic would be a better word. I just somebody woke me up this morning really early at like 7 in the morning and this loud noises, and I had to wake up for like an hour and then go back to sleep. That's why I'm kind of out of it. I was disturbed. My sleep was disturbed, and I had to re-sleep. Hard to attack the king on the dark square, isn't it? Re-sleep. He retweeted. Wouldn't it be great if Twitter just died because of Jeff Zuckerberg? Are you serious with a one-move threat? My God, dude, you're not even normal. Wow. That's crazy. You're hanging your bishop even. I mean, I probably win material there. This is disgusting, Rupunj. I won't play anymore if you play like this crap against me. Just resign when you lose a piece. This is embarrassing. I just don't even have time to like talk about the game because you like rush and play bullets so much. All right. bizarre, dude. You sure your ratings are legit? Can you explain that again? How you could be 2252 in Blitz, but 1900 in Bullet? I mean the opposite. Can you explain that again? How are you so weak in Blitz, but 2257 in Bullet? You would automatically be like 2150 in Blitz. That's really strange, dude. You're aware of that, right? He only uses the engine in Bullet. So say I lose the game on time right now. What did we benefit from this repunch? Like, what did this game? What did we achieve with this? See, that's my whole problem with bullet chess. This game was a complete waste of time. All right. It's hard to perceive what I mean exactly here. I understand. Since we both used our time, but even though he's a piece down, he's had more time than me the whole game. Meaning, like, his focus is completely on time, not on the board, not on chess. That's the problem, man. I mean, it's just wasting time, just pissing away our time, just clicking the mouse and making moves without thinking. Bijak. You sure you don't use an engine? He's really maximizing his possibilities, and he's so amazingly good at playing down in lost positions. I guess you get used to it. So no matter how bad his position gets, he continues to have more time than me. That's the important thing. And just one move cheapos. We're only here for the one move cheapos. And you'd be happy if you won on time, right? I could have sacked my queen. That would require like a little bit of calculation. Speaking of respect, ABCFIGM, thank you for a donation. 300 bits. So he insta-sees this weird check and perpetual, almost. Now he's resigning. What's the point? Why did you resign now? You check on h5. Oh, I thought you had check on h5. Alright, that's why you resigned. You don't have check on h5. It's not pinned. I thought my knight was pinned. You would never resign. That's just the worst game I've ever played. Thank you. I really enjoyed that. Maybe the worst game I ever took part in. One blunder, 3 inaccuracies. Alright. Actually, it wasn't that bad. You just dropped a piece and never resigned. Alright. Felt bad. Feels bad, man. Clean up on aisle 5. Thank you, ABCFIGM. But only the players who play like bullet chess are allowed to play today. This is falsely believed to be a Fast Friday stream. Even Repunch doesn't play e4 against me? So what's up with that? Your first destination on Twitch, thank you. Oh, Zen mode. There's a Zen mode chess said, okay, sack the queen. Yeah, I thought about it, but if I was low on time, it's like I know I'm gonna mess up and draw there. If I had more time, I would do something fancy. But it's like I just woke up and I play horribly when I'm just not a morning chess player. I'm just gonna quit the Hungarian Team Championship because I'm tired of playing in the morning. To be honest, I'm not gonna play. I don't think I'm even gonna play this year. Screw that, man. I am not waking up at freaking 8 o'clock to drive across the country to play a 1-game chess match with some dude at 11 o'clock in the morning. And not get paid for it. So I've decided what this is, right? We've basically invented what happens a lot of times is people play e5, then you take and they take with the knight, and you end up with a Scandinavian. It's a queen d8 Scandinavian, a tempo up, because I never moved my queen to d5 like a moron, and just my queen got to d8 like, you know what I mean? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? The stupid idea of playing queen d8 Scandinavian. I oftentimes get queen d8 Scandinavian. It's basically a tempo up, so that's good. The Chichak defense. This is first played by, I don't know, so far the oldest game I've seen is like in the 80s. But it was a Russian GM or Russian IM, I don't remember. I keep forgetting who it was. Yeah, Bishop d3 is routine. He's playing in a very routine manner here. These are like, it's like a Pierce. It's like a kind of lame 150 attack against the Pierce. The question is, who cares? This is where Stockfish did like the e6, castle c5, sacked a pawn or something. That's really funny. I don't know if e6 is my best move here. Probably not. You can play more aggressively there. But the idea of c5, this dumbfounded me. It was like c5 takes and then just like develop. Different position, but same idea, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. This is the greatest opening ever, man. You just like crush all the 1400 little kids. Because they don't know what they're doing. They're out of book. They have to think for themselves. But I'm not satisfied with e6. I think I should play more actively there. Never too late to play e5. Similar to a bogo. What's up with knight c6? That's a weird move. That's probably not good here. Don't want to combine your apples and oranges. Stockfish teaches you to be horizontal. Asterbate, can you call the maintenance crew, please? We're gonna need some biohazard. We're gonna need a biohazard crew in here. I just can't stop thinking about that article about the blood and feces in the plane. I mean, that's got to be one of Acerbate's opponents. Yeah, that's funny. Funny in a kind of sick way. Should I play e5? If you're not going to play e5, I'll play e5. How about that? And now we're playing the Roy Lopez. I wasted my tempo. I played e6, e5. Everyone knows the Roy Lopez is best played with the bishop on d3. Ooh, b4. It's a Breyer variation. d5 advance? Nah. You gotta get used to this. I embrace that. He doesn't have the c-pawn to support it. You know, it's not a really great d5 advance. You're not talking about me playing d5. I don't want to get like May did. That's not good. You're talking about him playing d5. But, you know, without a c4 to support it, it's really not that strong. I'll play c6. This is a Roy Lopez. For whatever, you call it what you want, man, but it's a Roy Lopez now. But I guess it could just as equally be like a Philidor. Yeah. Oh, d5 is a move, of course, but I'll just break it with c6, and then he's got to give it up. Give it up. Come out with your hands up, see? Now he's stowing your central pawn. Well, I mean, every situation is different. In this case, he's played b4, so he has kind of like a backwardness here that I don't love for white. His knight is loose, but also it's like a little bit strangely placed. Yeah, I mean, that happens in Roy Lopez all the time, but I mean, generally speaking, d5 is a good move if I don't have c6 or my pawn's already on c5. Oh no. Oh no. Dairy Queen, yes. But you're not gonna win any free pieces, alright? No letting me, like, just give you a free knight. You see what I'm saying, right? We're undermining the white center. And now it's a Sicilian. Basically. At first it was Roy Lopez, and now it's a Sicilian. And it also shows you how closely related, like, the Sicilian and the Roy Lopez really are, for example. You would never imagine, like, the Najdorf and the Roy Lopez Zaitsev variation are kind of, like, interrelated in a way. I mean, structurally speaking. Because I always want to put my queen on the most passive possible square. That's what I do. Rook e8. I'll be principled. You gotta watch for the knight h4, knight f5 thing, you know, so... I don't know, rook e8 is a little slow, but I don't want to get hit by knight h4 and have no bishop f8 fall back. Knight d5 sacrifices where he's, like, attacking my king's side. See? 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 What did I tell you? Oh, you're sacrificing a pawn. Yes. Alexander Alyekhin did that. Against Uva, has a wonderful game, right? Mr. Coffee. We could give him this bishop if we have to. It's not a big deal. It's not a great piece. Very similar to Mr. Coffee's game yesterday, actually, that we went over with Uber Driver. That was a Sicilian for reals. Yeah, knight d5 is a nice idea. If I take twice, he plays bishop h7, and white's probably fine, maybe better. Take, 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 take. I mean, I don't know. King g8, and you have pretty good position. I think it's okay. So, what about this? What you gonna do now? See, he doesn't have c4 as powerfully as you might. Well, he has it, but okay, he has it. C4 is actually the perfect move here for white. Damn. Just in the nick of time. Think horizontally. Wow. God damn it, that's a good move. Or is it? It is. I screwed up. White is actually fine now. I think we were subtly better there till now. That sucks. My bishop on f8 is just absurd. Damn. Learning chess is 1802. You're not like Repunch's sister or something? Are you sure? Repunch's. I just want to play more and more passive moves. I can't get enough of these passive moves. That sucks, man. Now my bishop is buried on f8. What the hell am I doing? Wow, nice position for white. Damn. Threw away all of my advantage, and now I'm actually worse. He had nothing, man. I was killing him. I just took the position for granted too much. I could have played knight b6. I could have played a lot of things. Queen b3. And now I have no choice. He plays the exact same tempo as Repunch. It's not weird. Just 200 points lower, approximately 200 points lower. And they show up at the same time. That's a really bad move, I think. I hope. It's a really strange decision, man. To play pawn takes. Thank you for playing pawn takes. If you play bishop takes, I'm just suffering and I can never win. And I'm groveling for a draw. Now I have a chance. This creates like major imbalance in the pawn structure. Bishop takes is 100 times more stable, and white just has a solid slight edge. Now its bishop is an octopus. It's Dr. Ock. Queen d1. repositioning. Now, I don't have much time. I've got to say, man, my bishop just sucks. This bishop on f8 is depressing. It was like having like asphyxia. Event Horizon. That movie was overly like violent and horrible. Don't you like it when Hollywood movies like they start out like normal and then they just like melt down into a demonic like you take a totally normal movie and like just let it melt down into a demonic like orgy at the end for no apparent reason. I wonder what they were thinking. I'm kind of bored with the way this is going. Let's turn it into a demonic orgy. Was that the original script? I wonder. You know, movies like Hollywood movies, they start blowing shit up at the end. You take a perfectly normal movie and then start doing crazy shit like that. Keep the d pawn for too long. I agree. It's been on the board too long already. No, but you raised a very important point. He can keep the d pawn for too long. He's kept it for too long already, you know. And this game is just going to melt down into stupidity again, like the last one. We have like 7 minutes of normal chess, or 6 minutes of normal chess, and then we're playing bullet again. It's so stupid. It's exactly what I was talking about Hollywood movies. Basically, these games are Hollywood movies. 6 minutes of normality, and then like everything starts blowing up, and there's demonic orgies at the end. All right. That's the problem with the time control. I was I was playing through this game from yesterday from 1911. A tournament in 1911. Perfectly good game, and then like Rubinstein and his opponent Kostic just start like blundering. Time pressure is just like destroys chess. I mean, it's a pity. And we've got this wonderful, invention called increment. And with that, like, now we can keep the game going. I guess the point is, wow, do you have something there? The point is, this increment is not enough to prevent the game from deteriorating. Five seconds isn't enough. We need 30. Even 30 is not enough. So I have a friend of mine who's a longtime chess organizer, and he was saying how maybe the solution is to start with a small base time and have a big increment. So what if we have like 5 plus 5 minutes plus 3 minutes or something crazy like that? I think that totally makes sense. So time controls are reversed of what they should be. You should have like a certain amount of time per move, like 3 to 5 minutes, and then some extra time as like a bathroom break or something like that. You always have 3 minutes per move, every single move. And then you have this little extra just in case of emergency. It totally makes more sense. Oh no. See? Great game, just ravaged and destroyed by 5 second increment. We completely went to hell. Like, why waste like 6 minutes playing a good game if it's just gonna deteriorate into nothing? You might as well have played bullet chess. Alright, this dude's banned. Banned! Sending me private message, play me? Are you serious? Are you a song? Play him, boys. Flip his car. That's what we do to people who send me unnecessary messages. We hunt you down, and I have a friend who, like, instead of beating people up, he just, like, turns their cars upside down. Professional car flipper. It's much less violent than hurting people, and equally effective. All right, but seriously, D Kohi Schumacher, anonymous. Ooh, and that's the guy trying to sneak in the rated challenge. Yeah, I'll play you. In my next life. You're not like Hindu by any chance, are you? Because we could meet in the next life. I'll play you in your next life. Alright, D Kohi. Play him in the next life. Here we go. Yeah, that's the great thing about being, one of my favorite classes in college was this religion class I took. Of course I do. Yeah, man. Oh, never faced B3 though. I mean B5. This is messing me up. My first time facing B5, D3, B5. Shaki's like, what? I know what I can do here. Take that, bro. Yeah, bring it on. Oh, very conservative. Very conservative. So it's gonna like transpose to a closed position, duh. A closed position, duh. I don't know about playing f4 with c3. My original plan was to play g3. I don't know why I just didn't stick to that. So still, it's not too late. We'll see. So basically, we transpose to a closed Sicilian. I don't really like this a6 against the closed Sicilian, by the way. Recommended by Richard Pallister, but I think it kind of sucks. It's just not that great of a line. Because ultimately, like, white has this f5 break. But maybe against f4 it's alright, actually. Maybe. What do I do? Are we doing bishop e2 with my knight on c3? Or we need that square. More of a classical closed Sicilian. Oh my god, Shaki, I played d3. Yeah, I'm trying to play my new opening. I just spent the last like 2 nights playing d3 and d6 every single game. I'm obsessed with this now. The system. You haven't seen the system yet? It's the Queen d8 Scandinavian a tempo up. I play the Scandinavian without playing the Scandinavian now. That's my new system. Wow, 97. That's a little weird. I have seen instances where white even goes like bishop h3 in some kind of structures like this. Once Feugl did that. Alright. Yeah, this looks very correct by black. Strangely correct. Am I losing a pawn? Okay. Castles b4, losing a pawn. Damn, dude, that's sneaky. Wow. Yeah, we're in like... You played like a perfect move order for this variation? I don't know. Knight e7 seems weird at first. I've played like h5 there for black, with the idea of knight h6, d6, but knight e7, I don't know, we'll have to see. Is that... Yo, you're lucky, Shucky, he didn't let me... By playing b5, he made me not play a3. I decided to change plans in the opening. I've got this like killer system that crushes 1400s. It makes them like explode into piles of blood and fecal matter. They discovered one on United Airlines. What if it was like someone who was abducted by an alien? How do you know? Like, maybe that blood was just like an alien abduction. Why don't people get abducted by, while they're on airplanes? I mean, you're closer to the aliens there anyway. It would like require, it would be easier for them to just directly suck people out of air. Laughed at my own jokes. It would be easier for the aliens, just suck them right out of the planes. Why go all the way down to Earth to abduct people? It's pretty funny, right? You never thought of that before till you watched this stream. I bet. They found a chess set at a Neanderthal dig site. They found a very old, like, ivory knife that apparently contained the genetic evidence of a female leader. And it's funny because this, like, blew the minds of these archaeologists. They just assumed that the leader had to be, like, male. I don't know about Asturbate's Neanderthal chess sets. Magnus Carlsen is like the strongest Neanderthal in the world. If Carlsen doesn't have Neanderthal, DNA, I would eat my hat, man. My dad used to say eat his shirt, but that's funny, like I never heard anyone else say that. Most people say eat my hat. Or eat my shorts, like Bart Simpson. What do you guys prefer to eat? Yeah, so far Koki's like playing perfect anti closed Sicilian A6 variation. The perfect. So if I play G4, or what are you doing? Going to H4? Going in? We're going in. Cover me. I certainly with black would have played H5 to not let this happen. But who am I to say if it's necessary or not? Just some random noob. Wow. Welcome to the Advance French Peace Trap variation. So that's it, man? Game over? Not a French player, I guess. I'm also winning with 96. You just dropped a piece. Oh my god. I totally missed 96. I was focused on trapping the bishop. My god, dude, what are we doing here? Wow. That's insane. Morning, chess. This just goes to show that my play is based on ideas, not on calculation. I totally missed it. I have knight d6 check. That's just ridiculous. But it's more aesthetic this way. It sounds like a American Express commercial. Priceless. Trapping the bishop on h4. Wimbledon with friends. Trapping the bishop on h4. Wimbledon tickets with friends. Did you guys hear how Britney Spears got slapped yesterday by the NBA draft picks? Like, entourage. It happened in Vegas. Asprey, did you hear about this? At some nightclub in Vegas. Poor Britney Spears like tries to like tap the guy, get his attention so she can like congratulate him, and is like, he's not even an NBA player yet, and is this guy from France. And they like bitch slap Britney Spears, dude. Jesus Christ. I mean, okay, she's not the best pop star, man, but you can't go around like just bitch slapping everybody. Esmate, are you on the security? The security team? I can't pronounce his name. He's 7 foot tall and he has a 7 foot name. But that's just ridiculous. We love talking current events here on the stream. Right, no, who the hell, you're from France and you're young and you're like 19 or 20. A 20-year-old guy from France, do you think he knows who the hell like Britney Spears is? She's been like irrelevant for 15 years. I bet he knows who like Madonna is though or something. But anyway, okay, like an old pop star who's only famous now for like getting out of her like legal thing with her dad or whatever. But still, it's just, yeah. Victor Wembanyama. I don't say names that have more than 10 letters in them, because I know I'm going to say it wrong. Alright, dude. Maybe we should just call it a day here. Check. D-Jack wants me to take on G7. I'm up a piece, bro. I'm up a piece, for God's sake. What does God have to do with it? I'm already up a piece. You want me to like go grabbing, snatching pawns and stuff? You're like Acerbate. What's up, Daniel? I find that, like, you know, staying up on current events is key to chess streams. Hoping no World War III. There's a lot of fear mongering about that. But on the other hand, it shouldn't be totally like snidely dismissed either. But that's kind of the point, right? That's what Putin banks on, you know. What is it? Saber rattling. Constant saber rattling. Is my knight trapped yet? So maybe Bijak was right. I can't believe it, rook d5. This guy is really tricky tactically. He constantly comes up with tricky resources. Nuclear sable. That's his sound. What is a sable anyway? It's like a kind of, what is a sable? I know it's a kind of fur coat, but are sables? What the hell is a sable? Have you ever heard of a sable? I don't even know what a sable is. Is it a kind of cat or is it like a horse? Sable. It sounds like something you would name a car. Brittany is a cougar. That's right, Asterbate. I know, like, but this guy is like the basketball rock star. He doesn't need any old cougar. But it's so sick. He hasn't played a single game in the NBA, and he's like a super celebrity. That's just crazy. You know, there've been a lot of failed NBA players who are like 7 feet tall. And like being great in the French National League, you know, the French Professional League doesn't automatically guarantee you're going to be a great player. So I don't know, man. Yeah. No, I think it's possible. He's got overrated. Yeah, Jokic was a 41st pick. Discrimination against Serbians. Well, look, man, like their number one pick may also be based on like social media benefits. The guy could make money with endorsements and stuff like that just because he's so amazingly tall and handsome and whatever, you know, and he's a huge celebrity in France. Honestly, like at some point the basketball team might actually, you know, even choose the worst player. It's like choosing like, I don't know, Gotham chess instead of Magnus or something because he has more like viewers online or something, you know. Um, Basketball is about money, like most sports, so maybe they even know he's not the best player, but they're still picking him because celebrity factor. Man, check takes knight h4 check. I like to hang pieces against this guy. Basketball millionaires. House flippers. Last 4 MVPs, all 9 USA. Interesting. Well, just sort of shows how global basketball is now. This guy will not resign. He'll never resign. He has 2 pawns for the piece. Did I say 2 pawns? You have a sneaky trick for that too? You got a sneaky trick for everything. That's unbelievable, man. He's got a sneaky trick for everything. How is that possible? Take there. Oh my god. He only starts trying once he's down a piece. This is a popular theme today. Lose a piece and start trying. It's like people are giving me peace odds. Nice to see Lionel though, and thanks to all of you for joining me. I am Lionel, by the way, and anyone who hasn't been on the stream recently. I'm starting streaming on Kick, so you guys can check it out at kick.com/sladgy. Right now I'm doing Twitch streams in the morning and my evening streams on Kick, so mixing it up. Mix it up. Trying something a little different. No, I'm not going to play h4. That's like, that pawn's got to win the game, man. It's not going anywhere. This pawn probably has to win the game. His knight's not hurting anyone. It's in a good place, and I want it to stay there. Wow. 3 connected past pawns. What if I play king f3? I'm good. I'm not good. Damn. Check. I'm good. Here. Three connected past pawns? No. See? If I didn't have an H pawn, they would be 3 connected past pawns. I almost tried my rook. Probably. Beep. You will lose. You shall lose. That's 3 connected past pawns. Still not 3 connected past pawns. I keep forgetting I have an H pawn. I don't know what's wrong with me. It was Bijak's fault. You made me think I don't have an H pawn. That this pawn is not represented. I'll sack my knight for his kings and pawns. Whatever. This is hardcore, non-resigning, man. But I get it. I get it. Like, that's your thing. I would ban this guy. I should ban him. He's remarkably good for someone who doesn't know how to resign. It is kind of bizarre. Like, how can you be that good and not be able to resign? That's pretty shocking, actually. He might not know where the resignation... Yeah, he's in Zen mode. He didn't know about the resignation button. Alright, Schumacher. Schumacher impatient to start his game, I think. What am I going to do? Oh, no. What am I gonna do? I was looking at a6, d6 and a6. What was that thing I saw? I'm not gonna waste all my time in this game, but I just want to get this clear in my mind what I'm doing here. All right. We played this last time, no? Knight f3. Wait, you don't play knight f3. Usually, you don't use that move order. Why am I playing the old Indian? This is probably one of the only openings I've never played against you. Ugh, d5 right away. God. That's hardcore, man. Hardcore d5. You can't get any earlier than that, man. Well, I played d6 last game, but I didn't play knight on bd7. I mean, the proper... I didn't do this, did I? I didn't play 3-knight on bd7, did I? I did knight on bd7. I must have been drunk. I just remember playing d6. I thought I did like a6 or something. Yeah, I know. The last time we played. Well, I just make moves and I don't remember, but... Damn, I thought... I never play this. You know, I never play knight on bd7. It's really hard to play. Guys, check out my stream on Kick. www. kick.com/Sladgy. We're gonna be streaming Sunday night. Sunday night simul. Tomorrow's off. I don't know why I'm getting all the players who play like uber fast today. The speed players. We don't have any players who take their time. I need to do like classical stream or something. Usually I play the King's Indian. I don't know the... You should stream analysis stream on Twitch. Ah. Because it's a sub stream. Well, I will have subs on Kick, hopefully, but we'll see. But your point is very logical. Senor Schumacher. Yeah, the substream didn't have enough viewers. It was kind of a waste. Although I never have a lot because it is subscribers. I mean, the thing about the old Indian is, you know, with this type of flexibility on the queen side, like, it's harder for white to go all in on a king side attack if I'm, like, opening up the position with like, CD and opening the C file. The old Indian is more passive than the King's Indian, but it has an element of flexibility. The funny thing about the old Indian, though, is that I think since it's hard to play, it's even harder to play than the King's Indian. It's never attracted a lot of, like, strong players. There's some specialists, but not many that I know of who play this opening. But I've had a hard time with white, honestly, against it. Bill, thanks for subscribing, 24 months. Well, I love this, like, one-click banning people. That's very convenient. Thank you, Twitch, for the one-click ban. Long time what? Sorry, would have done it on the other site, but I prepaid for 6 months here. Look, I don't even have subscribers yet on the other site. Don't worry about that. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to give up on Twitch. Why am I moving? Well, Twitch charges the content creators a really exorbitant amount. You know, they take 50% of the subscriber money. I mean, it's really greedy. And a lot of streamers have left Twitch. There's also lately some moves by Twitch. It just seems like Twitch is getting very, very, very greedy. No, I'm just exploring my options. I don't feel like Twitch has been very forward, progressive moving lately. Am I supposed to play Queen C7 this type of position? This is so creepy for black. Alright. You know, I had the idea before even I realized that Hikaru had started dreaming. Before I had even dreaming of dreaming. I didn't like follow Hikaru over to Twitch. Like I actually I heard about it first myself, and then I was checking it out. I noticed Hikaru was streaming. Like I'm like, whoa. YouTube takes 70%, and Kick is offering to take just 10. Now I don't know what'll happen in the future, but the one thing that's clear is like 50% is too much. You know, I think what'll happen is like Twitch will try to like damage control and maybe like compromise, and they've made a special deal. It's really gross too. Like if you're like a really big time streamer, they'll give you like 70%. So the little streamers get screwed. It's almost like giving tax breaks to the rich. The little streamers get screwed and get screwed out of 50% of their money. But the big streamers who are like freaking millionaires anyway, you know, I mean, that's just, it's totally like undemocratic. So you're going to cut breaks for the people that are freaking millionaires and give them, you know, okay, they generate the most money for the site. It's like rake back, but still, as a small streamer, I don't know, man. 50% is too much for me to afford it. I just felt, and also like my numbers were just going south. I think more and more people are moving away from Twitch. There are less viewers on Twitch because of the alternatives. I have to do something, you know. So we decided to. I'm also looking into creating content on Patreon or Patreon, whatever you prefer. Tomato. But I haven't had time. I moved recently, and I've been dealing with my personal life in terms of I moved into a new apartment, and I have to sell my old one, or I'm like cash poor, and selling the old one is a big project. So I haven't had time. If a knight gets into c6, I'm screwed. There's that. You know, it's been done. I've done bishop d8 and the king's Indian, but the nice thing about the old Indian is that this is a lot easier to achieve. YouTube game recaps. I have a lot of nostalgia from my ICC series. Really? I was thinking about doing like short videos, Bill. Like because short videos are very trendy, of course, with TikTok and whatever. But I was thinking about doing like short game analysis. But you know, the question is like, I can't, you know, they can't be like too advanced because no one will give a shit if I spend an hour talking about, you know, or even 5 minutes talking about Knight c2 versus knight b3. So I thought just some like games where I crush, where someone crushes someone else like pretty nicely, and we can talk about that. Yeah, this idea of short game reviews is very good. Hey, what's up? No, short videos are trendy. Clips and short videos. Forget about that. Oh, ICC. What's ICC again? The International Criminal Court. I have no love for them. I admit there's some nostalgia because I was, a long time for me on that site, but I have no love lost for those losers. But whatever. I mean, it's still not as bad as the evil site that we shall not name. They mistreated me though, Alright. Why should I exchange bishops? Why should I release tension here? I'm a martyr. Martyrdom. In Hungarian, it's martyr. Mr. Martyr. Martyrdom. Is this the lion's jaw? ICC's been working on a new format. For like the last 50 years. They probably would have to pay someone for that, instead of getting Uncle Jimmy to like make it Late Night's uncle or something from Nebraska. Nice move, knight b4. It's hard to run a business when you refuse to like part with your money and pay anyone anything, and you're really cheap. I guess the same thing happened to like a lot of businesses. But ICC was like, it was like inbreed, financial inbreeding. They're dead to me now. I saw there's some guys came back there. Can't imagine. Of course I know Marty. Oh my god. Marty. Of course. Oh my god, I hung my B pawn. Distracted. I used to work for ICC. Those guys are, they screwed me over. Sort of. Fired or pushed out or left. It's not clear. Okay, nothing good ever like lasts forever. Chaos theory. I believe in chaos theory. I can't believe I just hung my pawn. Actually, I do believe it. No, I used to like Marty at first, but then nah. Wow, double exchange sacrifice. What are you doing, just for fun? Dude, come on. That's ridiculous. One exchange sacrifice maybe, but both? I can do that too, right? Am I allowed to sacrifice the exchange too? It is a nice idea though. I give you credit for a nice idea. That's a beautiful bind you've got there. Kind of a deep strategic sacrifice. A bit on the fancy side, no?
It's amazing how fast he is, no? Miro, thanks for resubscribing. What does this button do? You resubscribed by accident? Sorry, man, no refunds. Twitch got your money. They got 50%, and they're not giving it back. Wait, my pawn is protected. How's the material? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down a pawn. Wow. I was down a pawn. Formerly, the artist formerly known as Down a Pawn. Ah, okay. That's fine. Oh, you're gonna take that? Take that. Oh my gosh. This is a complicated queen ending. What? That's gotta be a bad move, right? Wow, nice game. Nice game, man. He's probably still not lost. King c7, draw. King c7 draws. Yeah, needless to say, that was pretty impressive double exchange sack. Wait a sec. What? What? Hold on a sec. Oh, I win your queen right away. I'm such a moron. I had f5 check. Holy shit. That's the point. Oh my god. Wow. No, but I mean, I thought honestly, Schumacher, can you explain to me why you just don't put your king back on g1? Like, because I couldn't see a way to check you. You know, why would you? Okay, bringing the king out in the queen ending, active queen is True. In many queen innings, it's really important, but like here, um, here I couldn't find a move. I thought I was gonna lose on time if you played King G1. I was like, I'm gonna lose on time if he plays King G1. The problem is Queen C5. What's with Queen C5? King G1, Queen C5, Queen. Let's see. You have Queen D8 gets in the way of the pawn. You have like Queen E8 check, King G7, D7, Queen takes check. That's actually probably not that simple. It's a draw. Wow. So you're right. I mean, it's not that simple. You're right. King G3 is better. Or actually, even King E2, ironically. Wow. Queen G6 is stupid. You had King H2 there. Oh my god. Wow, nice game earlier, though. What went wrong here? I traded this off and then you're threatening knight b4. Okay, I just hung a pawn. I mean, that's what went wrong. Other than that, it was great. Anonymous player Emiro. Alright. How are we doing? We got time for a couple more games. Something cruciferous. I think there's somebody named Cruciferous. How's the chat, man? Where's the chat? He was saying he was watching a game from 1911 where Rubinstein's opponent just fell apart. It wasn't. It was both of them. It was Kostic versus Rubinstein, Carlsbad 1911. So check this out. Like, Rubinstein's losing. He's totally lost. And Kostic is like white and he has this like fork with his knight in time pressure where he's just forking he's forking the king and bishop. It's like rook and bishop versus rook and bishop. And he like wins a piece, right? But when he wins the piece, Rubinstein has this trick and he draws. But the moment when he was like winning the piece with the fork, he had like another fork. He missed his fork where he's like taking a whole rook instead of a knight. Like a whole rook just for free, you know. It's just like, that's what I was talking about. I mean, highest level competition in the year 1911. You know, guy who could have been world champion, and Kostic, who was a strong player, just hanging rooks and shit, you know. Yeah, my point is that we should reverse the increment and base time, like my friend Hal said, to for tournament chess at least. But I mean, here it would be interesting as well. What would be optimal like time control? 1 plus 30. I mean, 1 plus a half. 1 minute base time. How about that for like rapid chess? What do you guys think about this for like rapid chess? 1 plus 30. 1 minute base time plus 30 seconds per move. I think that's a good time control. 1 plus 10. 1 plus 30 is too long. But I mean 1 minute, not 1 second. 1 minute plus 10 seconds per move. Okay. We could compromise. 1 plus 15. I guess I like 1 plus 15. Nobody plays like the critical continuation against D3. It's so sad. I just keep getting these B5, B6. Screw you guys. I have to revert to playing the car. I'm not surprised the rook sacks are okay. Schubert. When you're like stoned. Oh man, look, the pawn structure looks like a car. It's like an 80s, like Caprice classic pawn structure. You know you've smoked too much marijuana when you're like talking about like what kind of model of car your pawn structure looks like. No man, it's Nessie. It's a dinosaur. It's a lake creature. No. How long is the wait? Husky. Well, that guy's out. The question is, Husky, join the queue. There's only 2 other games in front of you. Question is, will I be here? Husky subscribed. Ah, we gotta try last to the Husky game. Someone on sound has like left for now temporarily. One of our big supporter, he's left chess temporarily. But he I mean, as stupid as it looks, this sort of Larson kind of anti-Sicilian setup, it's not that bad. Just pretend black played the Sicilian for a minute, okay? Just bear with me here. Black's opening is not good. Nessie, the pawn structure. You're not going to play knight g4. I have a new opening, and I can play it for both colors, but no one plays critical moves, so I can't get it. Yeah, this is, of course. Asterbate fully approves of this move. Is it the cow opening? Alright, I don't think Anna Kremlin has been banned from the chat yet. I banned like Gotham chess. I mean the names. You can't type Gotham or chess.com. Anna Kremlin inventing an opening called the cow. Now, I think this opening is already invented. We can call it what we want to call it. It's just you got these pawns out there. You may like the cow opening. And I'm like, probably not, though. That's funny. You got a YouTube video about the cow opening? You might like Anna Kremlin, though. The only thing in defense of Anna Kremlin is that she has Grandmaster parents, so she has some kind of, like... She's automatically forced to understand something about the game, regardless of her actual strength. She has some respect for real chess, I guess. Alright. There's lots of things we could call this. I like the verified. It's like Twitter verified. It's a big check mark. It's the mountain attack. Am I really afraid black's gonna play bishop takes a3? I'm sitting there like worried that black's gonna play bishop takes a3. Bijak, chill out, man. I got it. Poor Bijak, he's like, answer me now. Yeah, I'll live with it. I'm not happy to analyze games where I got like destroyed, but I was really worried about bishop takes a3. If you're afraid of bishop takes a3, you're probably right to be afraid of bishop takes a3. You're damn right you should be afraid of bishop takes a3. That's like that meme guy. I just laughed like that meme guy. The Spanish laughing meme. Wow. He starts like wheezing when he's laughing. Yeah, yeah. I just laughed like that. That's awesome. Obviously he was like a heavy smoker, so he's got this like really good sort of raspy wheezing laugh, you know. Yeah, this is really bizarre. It's like the time I was playing Blitz with Bill Kelleher, and he hung his queen, and I was like, haha, look, you hung your queen. And he was like, oh. And we were just laughing like for 30 seconds. And then we were laughing so hard I forgot he hung his queen and I didn't take it. And then he's like, you forgot to take my queen. This actually happened in a Blitz tournament. I mean, it was so funny. It's unbelievable. Like, how do you like laugh at somebody and point out they hug their queen and then forget to take it? That doesn't happen, man. That just doesn't happen, dude. Bishop odds. Screw it. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep the pawn chain. It's a piece sacrifice. You called it. You called it. It's what's important, you know, in chess, right? Number one is the Aster mate. The Aster mate, Black's king. Naked and covered in fur. Black is a Neanderthal king. Neanderthals must have been very intelligent. I mean, seriously. I'm pretty sure I don't have any Neanderthal blood. But, or DNA. But I would be very surprised if Magnus doesn't have like a very strong Neanderthal signature. Your opponent, though, the game is over. The Arabian mate. Well, I'm threatening Greek gift now. So what do we do? The toothpick with like Queen C2. I'll poke you to death. I'll poke you to death with Queen C2. Wow, he doesn't take it. So much for the toothpick. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty sick position, honestly. Like, his knight is basically trapped. If he plays bishop e7, I mean, I could just play a3. It almost seems like I could probably win a knight with c4 whenever I want. I mean, white has compensation. Bishop h7 is coming. I like the center, though. Hopefully we'll get to the husky game. I got Miro. Highly cruciferous vegetables. Cruciferous has a lot of games. Wow. And Husky. Come on, guys. We got to get these games in. I'm too optimistic. It was funny. When I played 93, I just couldn't find another move. You know, I was like, what else am I going to do here? Check these pieces out. He is Connect 4. Right there is like a very good illustration of... There's also the box. He's in the box here. Putting them back in the box. It's the illustration of like coordination of the pieces. Coordination is more important than, you know, material, say, holdings. I'm sorry that I never met Lilienthal Asterbate. I kind of feel bad about that. I actually had an idea to interview him while he was still alive in Budapest, and I didn't act on it. That would have been awesome. The first problem is that I never really interviewed anyone. Yeah, Queen D2 is good. Bishop G5 is okay. Yeah. Yeah, Lilienthal must have been amazing. He was friends with Fischer. There's a picture I have somewhere of Fischer with Lilienthal back in 92 when after he played Spassky. Lilienthal was married to a Russian woman, I think, and he lived a long time in Moscow. So he was like considered both a Russian and a Hungarian like citizen or whatever. I mean, in those days. Interesting story though. It's amazing how many friends Fischer had who were Jewish for someone who was like anti-Semitic, you know. Fischer was very confused. He was conflicted. I mean, obviously Lilienthal was Jewish. Lilienthal, I mean, it's a totally Jewish name. But eventually he moved back to Hungary when he was older, for the end of his life, and I'm sorry that I never met him. But, you know, he retired from chess, it seems like, at a very early age. I mean, he died and he was nearly 100, right? He was like way up in his 90s. Lilienthal was one of the oldest living grandmasters, if not the oldest. And but it seems like he retired from active play like very, very early, like in the game. He was basically retired from playing chess for like 30 years when he died. Interesting person. Must have been a very interesting person. I mean, it's kind of unbelievable that one of my favorite tournament books was like USSR Championship 1938 or whatever. I think it was 38. There was like Bofinek, Lilienthal, right, you can't blame him. Bofinek, Lilienthal, Boleslavsky, amazing tournament, man. Lilienthal has some interesting games. Did somebody say H7? What do you guys think of the? What do you think of the like evaluation after bishop takes a3? I say it's like +1 for black or something. Wow. Okay, okay. +3.6. Come on. See, it's coming around. It's dropped to 3.3. Bishop d3 is the best move. It needs to get to depth 20 at least. Yeah, you have to play bishop e7. Wow. Of course, everybody would play bishop e7, but the thing is, like, I still don't think this is easy for black. You know, any strong like grandmaster would give a regular master time odds and blitz here. Hikaru versus like a 2400 IM. I'm sure that Hikaru would be happy to take white for money. But you have to be a computer for this to be +3.5 for black. F5 is risky though, you know. That's my point about Stockfish. You have to cut its valuations in half. So Stockfish says it's 3.6 for black, then it's 1.8. You know, and it's not so easy. All right, anyway, you got the point. You think F5 and he's fine. Yes, if you're a computer. But it's not easy for a regular master. D6, yikes. It's the Chichak defense. I love this, man. The shit is the bomb. I'm gonna start playing this like in the World Senior. This is my secret World Senior defense. Secret weapons. I'm gonna make a TikTok video about it. If white plays e5, you have a Scandinavian with queen d8, a tempo up. You know, that's my joke. E5, d takes e5, knight takes e5, and I'm a tempo up on the queen d8 Scandinavian. That's fine with me. But you know what? I played everything. Knight a6 or knight c6 is a Nimzovich, where a6 isn't a bad move. I can play the Pierce with g6. I can play bishop g4. I tried bishop g4 yesterday. I've played e6 in a game. I'm not sure about knight on bd7. But I like it better than like the Pribble or something. This seriously, there's no way this is worse than the Pribble. You know, I just don't think so. The Pribble is like treated like c6 is treated like it's a legitimate opening. There's like articles and stuff about it. It's like plus 1.5 for white or something. I mean, I think a6 is better, honestly. You're guaranteed to beat any 1400 player with this opening 100% of the time. 1200s are just toast. So I'm going to just continue with the plan here. This is almost identical to my game earlier today. The amputated octopus bishop, very popular. Basically, Hayesmiro did the standard thing. This is what everybody does. They robotically play knight f3 and bishop d3. To be fair to Ripunj played bishop g5, and he claimed he wasn't using the opening explorer. But I have yet to play against the Austrian attack with f4. I think that's probably critical. Okay, so now we're up a tempo in the Scandinavian. Queen d8. You're gonna take with the pawn? I could play b4. Wow, e5. That's a spicy maneuver. Well, I don't know. I don't think I have an alternative here. I mean, e6 is dangerous. I take... It's dangerous, but is it good? Interesting move. The delayed e5. Helping hands. Helping hands? Helping hands. Helping hands. Repunge. He has helping hands. Sounds like a massage parlor. WJ Lou's subscribing. I'm gonna open a massage parlor called Helping Hands. Helping Hands Thai Massage. Good morning. Clean up on aisle 5. B4. Pawn takes F6, pawn takes C3. Just cause I'm crazy. B4, knight A4. Do I really want to do that? It just like brings the knight into C5. B4, knight A4. Do you really want to irk me? Alright. No. I get it. This is gonna be fun. Serious accusations. Helping Hands. It's a good engine name. Damn, did I mess this up? He refuted my opening. I can't believe it. You refuted my opening on the first try? Well, alright. B5 isn't forced, by the way. I have a lot of different moves here. If I have to play E6, I'll play E6 next time. Or bishop G4 or something else. I don't have to play B5. Maybe he refuted the B5 variation. But he didn't refute the opening. I'll have to modify. Wow, you didn't play E6. This is like Musai, Hungarian. Forced, mandatory. You have to play E6, my god. My god, man. I'm a doctor, not a miracle worker, Jim. How could you not play E6 in that position? Are you just trying to take it easy on me or what? Why would you not play E6? That's crazy. I can't believe it. Why are you being so nice to me? How could he not play E6? A joke based on real events. The events... Yeah, we need a disclaimer. Like Fargo. The events and names in this stream have been changed to protect the identities of those who lost their lives on previous streams. I need like a cheapo made in one sort of detector. Alexa, is there a threat? I feel boxed in a little bit. Mira didn't play E6 because he promised me he'd blunder and lose quickly, so I can also play. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know, man. I'm pretty much like in bad shape after E6. I'm not a happy camper after that move. That's refuting my setup. I think he didn't play it because it was too easy. And he's looking for a challenge, you know? And beating me with E6 would just be too easy. C4 could be a mistake, but I'm not sure. And B4 could be a mistake. So this is unclear. Oh, he got me with that. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Wait, what does that move do? I just don't understand that move. Whoa. Rook b1? Oh shit, he's a genius. He's a genius. I was gonna play this anyway. Your own countryman, Schumacher, is one of the leading experts on this opening. You know, who plays this, of course. Drazic plays everything. He plays every kind of weird opening. He's lost probably more games than he's won with it, but it's still... I like it because it's interesting. It's different. This is definitely a good opening to play against like little kids in the under 1200 section of the World Open next year. Hey, it's Miro. Don't play the Najdorf and Dragon against like, 11-year-olds rated 1200. By the way, I just wanted to mention something. I had this Facebook post yesterday. That was kind of, in a way, a little bit mind-boggling, but you want to play Queen G4. I don't know, man. There's this guy who's like the world correspondence champion, ICCF or whatever, John Edwards. And he posted on Facebook that his student, who's like under 1400, some little girl like won $6,000 winning the World Open, like under 1400 section or something. And he said it's not a fluke, I'm thinking like, okay. So like under 1400 players have like world correspondence chess champions as their coach. That's kind of sick, Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, are these people just like, you're telling me some little girl like just dominated the under 1400 who's like coaches a world correspondence champion. I mean, just how underrated was that little girl in the first place? You know what I mean? Come on now. So basically you're coaching them up to like 2000 strength and then like letting them loose in under 1400. And then being like, oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's likely, it's like not like sandbagging in traditional sense where sandbagging in traditional sense is like you go up to a certain rating and then you lose points on purpose. This is like I'm just running into the situation where a lot of my own students are like getting hammered by people who are just massively underrated. It seems to be a real thing. Internet is causing it primarily, but the rating system, I guess my point is like the rating system is just messed up, man. I mean, ratings are no longer almost relevant, it seems, because they're just it's too fluid. But you don't just go into the under 1400 section of the World Open and destroy if you're just a real 1400 who had a good tournament. You know what I mean? There's probably some real sandbaggers in there. Sandbagging is when you like get your rating up to 1800, then drop it down to 1400, and then like win money. I don't think the little girl like raised her rating and then dropped it down on purpose. She just never was. She never was high rated. I'm just saying, like, the rating system is broken. Damn, dude, nice attack here. If you're winning the under 1400 section with like a 2100 performance, you know, you probably shouldn't be in that section. Basically, it's not fair to the other players or whatever. But whatever, that's chess for money. Chess for money tournaments. How do I not get mated here? How do I not get mated? I got a pawn on c3, nothing I can do with it. Wow. Oh, that move, okay. You have a lichess study on these lines? You give knight f3, b5, bishop d3, e6. Yeah, e6 is interesting. E6 is underrated. Computer is all about e6 and a lot of variations. It totally makes sense. It stops that e6 crap forever. I like how Cruciferous calls it lines. I didn't know this opening existed until a couple days ago. I just like it because it's something different. But Miro handled it pretty well. Now we start seeing tactics like fancy move syndrome. Hopefully, it's fancy move syndrome. Wow. Revenge! That's a nice move you got there. I have like no way to generate any threats whatsoever. It's kind of sick. Wow. Holy shit. This isn't gonna help me. This is not gonna help me. I should just resign. That's positive thinking, right? H5 is a bad move. I mean, I panicked. The Cruciferous defense? What are the chances of that? This game is further evidence that material has virtually no meaning in chess. According to Parker Brothers, I'm like slightly better here. Being up the exchange or whatever. You can never get mated with a knight on f8. Whoa. That's not happening. Oh, I see. But that dog is annoying. Oh my god. That's an annoying dog you've got there. Boy, this was a bad game. I like the connect 5 on the C file. Connect 6. Can we get connect 8? Is there a special prize if we get like all the pieces on the C file? I can set that up for you if you want. You ruined it. God, we're never gonna make it to Husky's game. I'm afraid, guys. Poor Husky. It's all Miro's fault. This epic crap that I played. Yeah. Oh yeah. He just won't give up. He's finally realizing he's lost now. It's sinking in. Man. All right, quickly, I gotta go. This is my last 15 minutes. Cruciferous, thanks for joining us. Guys, check out my stream on Kick on Sunday night. Kick.com/Sladgy. This is a new. Don't tell anyone about this. But, you know, b5 is not forced. We could be tricky and play e6 right away. I played bishop g4 yesterday. Knight c6 is interesting. But I'm going to go one more b5. b5 is the most active. But the suggestion of e6 is very, very important. So this right away, this is... Drazic has a game in this. This is probably nothing for white. This is what I'm telling you. It's the Queen D8 Scandinavian up a tempo. This is like, it's literally that. So you're playing the white side of the Queen D8 Scandinavian down the tempo. Nice job, dude. Just to show how bad the Queen D8 Scandinavian is, fundamentally, how stupid it is. I can play like the Pierce with a6 and have a better position than that crap in 6 moves. I like Hayes Miro's bishop d3 and this. But honestly, guys, I don't think knight f3 is. I don't think knight f3 is gonna cut it. You know, I think we need to go. I think white. This is okay. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's playable, but I think white needs to play. The point is, I think white needs to play f4 maybe. No? I've got a lesson in 12 minutes. We're leaving. You want a castle queenside. Freaking Kasparov. I did study the Queen D6 Scandinavian, so I know this type of position a little bit. Hayes Miro could go off with some sort of sacrifice. Hey, what about bishop b4? Just for fun. Let's just play bishop b4. Haha. I'm threatening knight e4 now. What are you gonna do? Just refuting queen d2. No. Now he gets to play a constructive move a3. Maybe a3 is good. I don't know. Maybe it's good. This is just an experiment. Obviously, my plan is to play bishop a5. Did you guys ever do that? You know what I do, and I know it's really mean. Has anyone else ever talked about this? I have this sort of sadistic streak, especially if I don't like my opponents or I just want to be funny. But I will like pick up pieces and like intentionally put them where like it would be like a massive blunder. I would like lose a piece or something. I like to do that. Like take the knight and like put it somewhere like G4 where it I know it loses a piece, and then I'll just like look at my opponent and like smile, or something like that, and then not do it, and just do something else. Is that something? Is that normal to do stuff like that, or am I just like a sadistic bastard? Can I post a link to the study? Sure. Sure. I mean, obviously, I can't be the only person who's done stupid stuff like that. Wow. B4 or not B4? The plan was to play C5, but now you got me wondering about this B4 thing. You could sack a pawn. Castling is good. It's always good to castle, right? It feels like a Sicilian now. Thanks, Slightly Cruciferous. I wish we had time to play another game. Next time I'll catch you maybe Monday. Come back to my stream. Now the attack is taking shape here. Obviously I have no interest in G2 pawns, right? Induction oven. Ashby, can you explain to us how induction ovens work? Now white has some attacking chances. I've made a lot of bishop moves. But I would imagine that c5 is pretty dangerous. So white can't really screw around here. G4, sacking the exchange. Though I don't mind taking that, if you want to play G4. My king isn't like on A8 or something. I don't mind like giving up my late square bishop for a bishop, yeah. Or a rook, even. Okay, maybe bishop G5 is better. Well, the very tricky queen takes D4. Bishop takes H7 check in the offing. So I have to play C5. Now, Asterbate, what do you think about rook A7? Defending laterally. He's not here. He must have gone to sleep. I love trolling him. Beep. Okay, last game. Gotta go, guys. Where's Mr. Coffee? He's oversleeping. Yeah, I have no interest in that either. Oh, I'm going to take the pawn on C5. No. Oh no. Queen A5 is always bad. It is funny if Cruciferous happens to have a study on this. You're probably the only person in the world who has a study on this. Or else you have a study on every conceivable opening, and then it's possible. Okay, so he's making space to evacuate. Oh no. He could sack my queen. Wow. Okay, is that a threat? Am I menacing something? King B1. Do I menace something here? There's queen A1 check, queen takes C3 check, and knight D5 check, winning back the queen, but I'm down a piece There, that's not good. Are you menacing me? So if I play knight d5, you specialize on unknown nonsense. Perfect. Perfect. Unknown nonsense can be very effective. I like unknown nonsense. Actually, not complete nonsense. The point of it is that the line between like complete nonsense and not an incomplete nonsense, basically. Yeah. Oh man. So you're threatening mate in 1. That's very interesting. Check. Check. King e2. And he's escaping. We're just winning? We're just winning. That's so sick. Just winning. Or maybe it's perpetual check. Should I agree to a draw here? Or am I winning with f5? Equal material. It's total equal material. So f5. If you play king e2, he loses the knight to f5. But because he played king c1, knight f6. If f5, there's queen e2 or queen e1. I have to go, guys. I don't know if this is a win. I'm going to take the draw. Because I have to go, and I don't want to see the evaluation. Probably I'm winning, but I'm not sure. You know? But I do have to go. I love you guys. Have a great clean up on aisle 5 without me. Don't forget to get all that blood off the floor. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I've heard of the Wagon Gambit, I think so, yeah. I will, I'll be back on Sunday with a simul. We're going to be streaming on kick.com. Don't forget to follow me. If you guys watch here, please follow kick.com/Sladgy. Sunday simul stream will be over there on kick.com. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.